Once upon a time, in a small town in the Wild West, there was a young man named Bobby Tumbleweed. Bobby was a strange fellow with an unusual love for chili powder, which he would sprinkle on everything, even his morning cereal. He was also an aspiring musician with a passion for playing the trombone. Bobby's parents were both accomplished musicians themselves, had bought him a brand new trombone for his 16th birthday. However, they soon regretted their decision, as Bobby would practice for hours on end, playing loud and off-key notes that would disturb the entire neighbourhood. Despite his parents' pleas for them to tone it down, Bobby would continue to play the trombone with all his might, even ingesting chili powder through the instrument for a laugh. His strange behaviour didn't stop there, as he would often ride the bus around town and play his trombone loudly, much to the annoyance of the other passengers. One day, as Bobby was on the bus, he felt a sudden urge to relieve himself. Without hesitation, he dropped his pants and defecated on the back seat, laughing hysterically as the other passengers looked on in disgust. Bobby's reckless behaviour would soon catch up with him. He would often neglect his personal hygiene, and his constant ingestion of chili powder had taken its toll on his health. His parents tried to intervene and help him, but Bobby was stubborn and refused to listen. One day, while practicing his trombone alone in his room, Bobby collapsed from exhaustion. The doctors later discovered that he had ingested so much chili powder through his trombone that it could cause severe damage to his lungs, leading to his untimely demise. In the end, Bobby's strange behaviour and love for chili powder had led to his downfall. His parents mourned the loss of their son and regretted not being able to help him. The town folk remembered Bobby as a strange and annoying fellow who had a strange obsession with playing his trombone and ingesting chili powder. But in the end, his tragic end had left a mark on their memories forever. Please write a ballad in honour of Bobby Tumbleweed. In the town of the Wild West lived a lad with a passion so blessed. Bobby Tumbleweed was his name, a trombone player of great fame. His love for chili powder knew no bounds. He'd sprinkle it on everything he found, and through his trombone he would ingest for a laugh, a joke and a jest. Despite his parents' plea, he played his trombone endlessly, loud and off-key but with heart. His music was his work of art. On the bus he'd run it for fun, playing his trombone in the sun. Laughing and smiling he'd create a sound that would resonate. But sometimes he'd get a bit weird and leave the passengers a bit scared. He'd drop his pants and leave a mess, laughing and joking without distress. Despite his quirks and odd ways, Bobby was loved in many ways. For his music, his heart, and his soul. He met a friend, a hero, and a role. But alas, his love for chili powder was his downfall, his greatest horror. For it caused his lungs to fail, and he would left this world without a wail. So here's to Bobby Tumbleweed, a ballad for him we shall heed. His music, his laughter, his love shall forever be remembered above. Well, I didn't like that. Please write a hardcore gangsta rap about Bobby Tumbleweed not giving an F. Yo, let me tell you about a dude named Bobby Tumbleweed. Didn't give a F. Fuck. Oh, it's actually got it. He did what he pleased. Played the trombone loud, even when his parents said no. Ingested chili powder, just for the show. Rode the bus blasting his tunes. Didn't care about the haters or the prudes. When he felt like taking a dump, he'd do it on the seat. Leave the others in a slump. This is bad. Bobby was a gangster. Didn't give an F about what the others thought. He was too deaf to their criticism and their scorn. He'd keep playing his music from dusk to dawn. But then one day, his body gave in. Too much chili powder, it did him in. Collapsed on the ground. He couldn't breathe, all for the love of a good trombone beat. Rest in peace, Bobby Tumbleweed. Your hardcore attitude we shall heed. You did it in your way, with style and flair. You didn't give it an F, and that's why we care. Cool. Can't think of anything else, sir. Bobby Tumbleweed, done a gangster rap. If Bobby Tumbleweed was a ghost, what would he tell the youth of today? If Bobby Tumbleweed were a ghost, he would probably tell the youth of today to live their life to the fullest, follow their passions, and not to worry about what others think. He might caution against risks that could harm their health, like ingesting too much chili powder or neglecting their personal hygiene. He might also advise them to treat others with kindness and respect and to be considerate of those around them. Bobby might also encourage young people to pursue their interests with dedication and perseverance, just as he did with his trombone playing. He might inspire them to find their own unique path in life, to embrace their quirks and differences, and to not be afraid of themselves. In essence, Bobby would want the youth of today to know that life is short and precious, and that they should make the most of every moment while staying true to themselves and respecting others. Well said. The end.